not being judgmental
No.
to Aaron.
Last night, I mean, you could be like, last night you were judgmental. Rice and beans. Oh, I don't know
I
who was
didn't
that.
do that. I just said, I was like, it's 6 weeks and we're still just eating rice and beans. Like, I didn't say it in a judgmental way, and it wasn't at Aaron either. It was just in general. It was like the observation of what dinner was. I feel like you're kind of like blowing all these things out of proportion to prove a point, and I'm not really sure what the point is.
The point I'm trying to make, and I feel like I'm talking to a trigger person because you have all this stuff around food that I don't have. And you keep raising your voice, it just seems to me.
I'm not triggered. I'm just, if anything, I feel like I'm trying to understand who you are and like what your purpose is here.
Yes.
Because I've been defending you and saying that I know your purpose is really pure and that you don't have like malice or whatever, like, and that your vision of utopia is something that's positive and something that I agree with. I'm just trying to understand, like, how, I know you want the group to work together, but I've also seen you be very much on your own. And so I guess it's just like, I feel like you're preaching one thing, but you're doing another. And so I'm just like, you know, having a conversation with you, and I feel like you're turning the conversation back to me a lot of the time.
Okay, well, I'm happy to talk about me, whatever you like.
No, I mean, we can finish whatever the point is. Like, you're saying that I'm triggered and all these things, and like
it's
I said,
just
I
not
don't.
safe.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it's safe to talk to you when you're tired, just like it's not safe to talk to me when I'm tired.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. And I feel like you've been fighting about something, and so people are like, "Oh, Nikki and the food." It's, you know, it's that's fear, and with fear you don't have love. It's retraction. This is what I'm trying not to do. What I do here every day is I try to support people. I try to get a private shower. I try to get a, you know, the energy shift out of the garden. I try to get, today I made a connecting exercise. There's a, you know, a balance beam. So you like walk across, you push each other, you try to walk past each other. It's a fun way to get people to interact without seeming manipulative, right? If you say, let's meet in half an hour and do connecting exercises, they're like, that's your thing, right? All I'm trying to do every day is keep my center, be as bright as I can, and hold space. Because you know what? I can't force anyone to come and work with me. I can't force anyone to do anything, but I can be bright, and I'll draw them to me. They'll want to be close to me.
But have people come up to you and ask you to help?
Absolutely. But people don't want to seem coerced, all right? And so this last month and a half we've all been here, everyone's trying to force each other to do everything, especially with the garden. Now, I'm on a time schedule with the garden. We are on a time schedule with the garden. So even if I have to do it on my own to get the ball rolling, I'm happy to. But this is the only thing I see that we could all do together. I invited myself to go help Josh with the building. I'd love to come help you with the building. Guess what he said? No.
I want you to.
I don't want your help. Why?
I don't know.
His first question when I was in the circle, very first day, very first question, can you build a shed like that? Yes, I can build a shed like that. Well, I don't want to be friends with you then. Because I'm taking his job. I might be vying for it, right? Complete insecurities. So I went over and I said, hey, if you'd like help, great. If not, he's like, I don't want your help. But you can move shingles. Therefore, I'm making him the boss. I don't care about moving shingles. They're fine where they're at. But to show him that I'm not a threat to his manhood. So that's what I do all day. I support people. I do things that are fun. I try to get them to hold space. And I'm kind to them. Now, they don't understand this. Taylor's like, when's the other shoe going to drop? He's being fake. He's like...
That's what I'm trying to say. Everyone feels that way about you.
It doesn't matter. It takes time to do what I do.
But what I'm trying to say is you think through your lens that it's something really positive. However, this place is really small. So when people see you interact one way with one person and another way with another person, they look at that as being fake.
I understand. You don't understand either. Taylor is looking for a reason to be unhappy with me. All the masculine, insecure men here are looking for a reason. All the insecure people. Why do you think?
I don't understand why someone would be looking for drama.
Do you understand that people have a base level in their life of how they're used to living? Right? Emotionally speaking, physically speaking.
Yeah.
And if your parents have been screaming at each other their whole life, if you've been fighting with your friends, and then you come
So I understand that, right? Like how, like if you're abused as a child, like you're more likely to enter into an abusive relationship. So I do understand all of that. But that's not getting at like the fact that it's very obvious that you act. So, for example, everyone knows what I represent. Like, they know I'm about healthy food. They know I'm about love and peace and utopia. And they don't want us to fight and all that stuff. And they also though know who Nikki is. Like, they know that I interact in a certain way, and I interact that way with everyone and all that stuff. And same thing goes for like each person here. You are the one person that's like a chameleon, and they're not really used to that, and so that's why they feel like it's fake, because like I don't even know who Cal is. You know what I mean?
Totally understand.
And so
I absolutely
we're all
understand
kind of like, so who is Cal?
It's fine. I'm not in a rush.
Right.
What I'm doing is different.
I'm saying I don't know if that's going to allow you to earn trust from them.
It will.
Because they feel right, and I guess it's like just a timeline thing. Like
I'm not on a fast timeline.
But I guess that's why you're so tired in terms of interacting with people, because you're always strategizing or like putting on a front in order to.
Any fronts at all, honey? You don't understand.
We're not putting on a front. I'm sorry, take that back. You are acting in a certain way based on how they act. So it's very much like you have to put all your energy in, because you're sitting there like sensing them the whole time, so that you know how to respond.
That's not true at all. I'm sensing them, and I feel how to respond.
Right. That's what I mean.
You know?
That's what I'm saying.
But what I want to do is support them to feel safe. All I want to do is them to feel safe.
Right.
With the other people, with me. That's what I'm doing, holding space here. And this place was chaos when I got here. So this is me. And I put a shield up over the place. Now there's a on my shield over there. All right? And like, Bella goes away, she gets poison poured in here. People get things forced onto them. So this is me with my shield. To do that, I've got to keep my center. I've got to rest. I've got to find joy doing things. Because if I do this on my own, no one's demanding my attention. If I have Josh, he wants to talk, he wants to interact, he wants my energy. He's not sharing. All these people here have an identity. Okay? Guess what? I don't really have an identity.
I can see that.
You see, like, I was in high school. Just the max when I was in my 20s. I've been a jerk. I've been a nice guy. I've been all these things. And you know what? They don't define me. Does that make sense? I'm happy to play with you on any level you want in an irreverent way. But you watch in the circles, I stand up for the things that I believe in. You know? But I'm not looking for a dialogue. I want to meet people where they're at so they feel safe. I'm going to identify with these tailors that are in the family. I'm going to identify with things that you want. And I'm going to, please don't take this as an attack. I'm going to suggest that the adolescent identifies with something. I'm the kind of person that wears Converse shoes. I drive food trucks. I drink Coca-Cola, not Pepsi. I drive, this is the adolescent mentality. I'm a man.
Well, I feel like you're talking about material thing. Actually, it's fine. I don't even have to defend myself.
I'm not, please don't defend yourself.
No, I know. But I'm just saying,
ideas. I'm the kind of person that thinks this, and I believe in polyamory. These are all ideas. I'm a vegan. All these identities.
If you knew who I was, like I've written blogs about labels and how I don't agree with them, because I feel like when you identify as something, you place yourself into a box. So, I don't think that we're very much different in our thoughts for that, and I think that this is you not being humble again when you're kind of like, I'm kind of this person here and everyone else is down here.
I didn't say up or down.
I'm saying that's kind of the energy you give off when you say like everyone here is an adolescent, including myself, and that you're the only adult here. And do I think there's a lot of adolescent behavior? For sure there is, for the most part. At the same time, like knowing, I don't know, I guess I'll just leave it at that. Like you admitted the other night that like to be humble is something that maybe
of course
you have to recognize a little bit more.
Something
and I
work with.
Yeah, and I think even just with that comment you made, like I really don't feel like I identify with very much. Like people think I'm from California, even though I'm a New Yorker, because I'm like so not identified with where I'm from. And so like
you keep using the word identity, not me. You're like, I have the identity of this here. I'm identified with this here. Like,
I'm just saying based on energy, like not saying that I
think that you're right on the cusp of becoming an adult, and that's
right.
I have so much.
No, I know what you're saying.
Support you in that.
Yeah.